Welcome to Gray Matters with Doc W. I'm your host, a PhD psychologist, teacher, and mentor with over 30 years of experience. As the holidays bring us together, we're bound to encounter challenging, politically sensitive conversations. That's where our show comes in, where red and blue mix to create a thoughtful gray area. Our AI-generated discussions offer a calm, respectful approach to tough topics, allowing both progressive and conservative viewpoints to be presented fairly. Today, we'll be exploring the complex issue of abortion and reproductive rights. So let's dive in and listen to what our AI participants, Laura, a health policy advisor, and David, a family law attorney, have to say on this hot-button topic. Our goal here at Gray Matters is to foster understanding and open dialogue with the ones we love.
David, it's wonderful to see you. It feels like it's been ages since we've had a chance to really catch up. How's work been treating you lately?
Hey Laura, sorry for the delay in getting back to you. Work's been crazy lately. I've been swamped with cases, mostly adoption and custody disputes. It's fulfilling work, but it can be pretty intense. How about you? Are you still in the public health sector? I'd love to hear what you've been up to.
Yes, I've been deeply involved in maternal health and reproductive policy. It's been particularly challenging lately, with the numerous changes in abortion laws across the country. How have you seen these developments impacting your work?
Well, from my perspective, the legal landscape is a mixed bag. I've seen more families turning to adoption, which is fantastic. But I also see a lot of confusion and inconsistency in how states handle reproductive issues. For me, it's about protecting life while balancing compassion. How does it look from your perspective?
Honestly, it's overwhelming. I work with data showing that restricted access to abortion has serious consequences for low-income women. Many can't afford to travel for care, and some are forced into dangerous situations. It's not just a healthcare issue. It's a question of equity and justice.
I understand that perspective. However, I firmly believe that life begins at conception. As a society, we have a moral duty to protect those who cannot protect themselves, including the unborn. I've had the privilege of working closely with families who've chosen adoption, and it's truly inspiring to witness how it can transform lives for both the children and adoptive parents. Don't you think we should put more emphasis on alternatives like adoption instead of terminating pregnancies?
Adoption can be a great option, but it's not a solution for every situation. Pregnancy itself comes with significant risks, especially in a country with one of the highest maternal mortality rates among developed nations. And for many women, the financial burden of carrying a pregnancy to term is just too much.
Fair point about maternal health care. That's an area we definitely need to improve. But don't you think prevention is key? We could focus on better access to contraception and sex education. That might reduce the need for abortions in the first place. What are your thoughts on that approach?
I wholeheartedly agree that prevention is absolutely essential, but we need to take a comprehensive approach. The research clearly demonstrates that abstinence-only education is not as effective as programs that provide information about contraception as well. Furthermore, ensuring widespread access to birth control has been proven to be one of the most effective methods for reducing the number of unintended pregnancies. We should be looking at all the available options and implementing evidence-based strategies to address this issue.
I understand the desire to protect life, but you raise an important point about extreme cases. The legal landscape is complex, with some states enacting strict bans. While I am pro-life personally, I agree we need to carefully consider exceptions for situations like rape or serious health risks to the mother. Those rare but devastating circumstances shouldn't be ignored. Perhaps a more nuanced approach in the law could balance protecting life while also showing compassion in the most difficult cases.
I'm relieved to hear you say that. Rigid policies without exceptions often lack compassion for women facing unimaginably difficult circumstances. And from a fiscal perspective, investing in preventive care, such as contraception, saves taxpayers billions in the long run. Those savings could be redirected into improving adoption systems and enhancing childcare support.
I understand the importance of fiscal responsibility, but we must also consider the broader societal implications. Declining birth rates can indeed lead to significant economic challenges, such as potential labor shortages and a diminishing tax base. By encouraging higher birth rates, we could potentially stabilize our population in the long run, which would have far-reaching benefits for our economy and society as a whole.
That's a fair point. I agree. However, we need to consider balancing that approach with supporting the people who are already here. We should focus on investing in crucial areas like affordable childcare, comprehensive health care, and paid parental leave. These measures would significantly ease the burden on families and make it more feasible for people to have and raise children. By addressing these fundamental needs, we can create an environment that's more conducive to family growth and stability.
I've witnessed the impact of limited resources on families firsthand. It's clear that when parents don't have access to essential support, it creates undue stress and hardship. By improving access to parenting resources and assistance, we could potentially reduce the number of women who feel that abortion is their sole choice. Making parenting more manageable and accessible might lead to fewer individuals feeling cornered into difficult decisions.
So, how do we find common ground here? What's a path forward that respects women's autonomy while also addressing the concerns that have been raised? Is there a way to balance these different perspectives and priorities? Perhaps we could explore some compromise solutions or look at successful approaches from other places. I'm open to hearing ideas on how we might move this conversation in a more productive direction.
We need to take a serious look at improving our adoption systems. By streamlining the process and making it more efficient, we could make adoption a more viable option for many families. And what if we offered financial incentives to those willing to adopt? This could create better alternatives for women facing difficult choices. Ultimately, enhancing adoption opportunities could save lives and create loving homes for children in need.
I like that idea. What if we combined it with increased access to contraception and comprehensive sex education? We could approach this from both angles, prevention and support working together.
Agreed. And we could also work on improving maternal health care. Better access to prenatal care and financial support for pregnant women could reduce some of the barriers to carrying a pregnancy to term.
Absolutely. We can't overlook the importance of affordable childcare and paid parental leave. These policies are crucial for helping families thrive after a baby is born. When we support new parents and young children, it benefits our entire society. It's not just about the immediate family. It's about creating a stronger, healthier community for all of us.
That's a smart approach. If we combine prevention, support, and compassionate laws, we could actually make progress on this issue. It's not an easy problem to solve, but taking a multifaceted approach gives us the best chance of success. We need to address the root causes, provide help to those struggling, and ensure our policies are humane and effective. By working together on all these fronts, I believe we can create real, lasting change.
You know, David, I didn't expect us to find so much common ground on such a divisive issue. It's refreshing to have this kind of conversation. I think it shows that even when people start from different perspectives, there's often more that unites us than divides us. Maybe if more people took the time to really listen to each other, we'd see less polarization in our society. It's been eye-opening to hear your thoughts and experiences. I appreciate your willingness to engage in this dialogue with an open mind.
Same here, Laura. It's clear we both care about creating a better future. We just approach it differently. Talking like this gives me hope.
Thanks for tuning in to Gray Matters with Doc W. Our AI-generated characters and dialogue today aim to shed light on complex political issues by presenting both sides fairly without the heat that often accompanies family debates. As we navigate the gray between red and blue, let's continue to seek respectful, understanding communication in our relationships. Let us know what you'd like to explore next time on Gray Matters in the comments. Be sure to catch our next episode where we'll tackle more challenging topics, hopefully equipping you for meaningful and respectful conversations with the ones we love. This is Doc W signing off, where red meets blue, using our gray matter matters most. Keep talking. Keep listening, keep building. We'll be back again soon with another episode of Gray Matters.